All right, we're back. Just another short beer review. Today we have.
Are we doing this again? Is this the only can you have of this and no one took pictures?
Correct.
No, there's another one in the garage.
Oh, thank God.
Good.
I always buy 2 of everything.
I appreciate you. Now I just got to get you to start taking the pictures for me.
So this is from Casita Brewing.
Oh, I have never heard of that.
Casita Brewing out in Wilson, North Carolina.
And this is... Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay, thanks. Bye. 22.
I literally thought you were just like, no, I'm over this. I'm moving. Welcome to another episode of the American Beer Review Podcast.
Good times with good friends requires good beer. Lucky for us, we know how to pick all 3.
We're a group of friends who grew up in the Pacific Northwest, giving us a jump start on our craft beer journey.
Join us today while Brian,
Alec,
and Chad
review some beer, talk about beer topics, and whatever else comes up. We invite you to pour yourself a drink and hang out with us.
Okay, thanks, bye. 2022. Is this a triple IPA?
It is.
Yeah.
9.5. 9.5 alcohol.
We're splitting a 16 ounce.
We are splitting one. Pilsner malt, flaked oats, flaked wheat, which is normal. Hopped with Eldorado, Nelson Sabro, and Strata. Nelson Sabro, I have not used or not necessarily not heard of, but not hops that I am familiar with. And they are in Wilson, North Carolina, so the other side of the country. So this came in one of your packs.
It did. And then here is the owners. And Castilla
Casita.
The 2 folks behind Casita, they actually moved over to Europe to go brew at a brewery and lived at the brewery. So then when they came back to Wilson,
They lived at the brewery?
and now at the way I read it, over in Wilson, North Carolina, their house is connected to the brewery.
Okay.
So when you come to drink beer, they are welcoming you into their house to come and drink their beer.
So they made a beer saying, "Hey, we're welcoming you into our house to drink our beer. Okay, thanks, bye."
This is the closing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can drink whatever you want. You just can't drink it here.
Yeah. So, but that is kind of the mantra behind them.
Can I see the can when you get a chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, keep talking.
So they're welcoming you into their house, which is also their brewery.
What is the style of this?
Triple IPA.
Oh no, we
IPA.
covered that.
Yeah,
I said it.
You literally covered it. Yeah, I'm. Oh, okay. Like I was trying to find it, but the
I put a link in the Discord.
that would be smart.
Oh man, show prep is not something that we are all that great at.
I look at them sometimes.
Exactly.
Oh boy, I like that.
So
I'm not getting IPA. There's another kind of beer that I've had before that I'm getting more. Just because it's not a traditional, and I'm getting.
Ooh.
You're getting more. It's almost like a bubblegum hops.
What is that? Because it is, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
The smell is definitely an IPA smell, right?
It's like
but in the taste,
I want to say it's like a spicy hef.
it doesn't have the spicy heft. It doesn't have the piney finish that you would normally expect from a. Although a triple usually is a
You
lot
wouldn't go.
sweeter because of the extra malt.
Thank you. I feel
It's
like you're
almost
learning.
like I pay attention. Almost like I pay attention.
No show prep, but he does pay attention when we actually talk about it.
But I'm getting a little bit of. There's like little hints of fruit.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Some of the
but not after it washes out.
Some of the key points that they talk about on here is citrusy, grapefruit, and tropical.
That's
Um,
what a
I get a
grapefruit.
little
grapefruit.
bit of the grapefruit. Tropical for sure. I get a little bit of the
I'm-
grapefruit. It's more just general citrusy. Though.
I agree with you when you talked about like the hops that you're not familiar with. These are not. These aren't your traditional like
Bittering
West
hops.
Coast
Yeah.
bittering. Yeah.
Right.
So you're getting more of like the
Floral.
the
hops,
floral, the citrus, like stone fruit, like those types of things from it.
Yeah, that nose full.
If you want to get somebody thinking they drink IPAs who doesn't normally drink IPAs,
And you throw something like
give
this
them
at
triples.
Okay.
Because even more so, I think we talked a couple of podcasts ago
Because it's
about
9.5% alcohol and
a little bit of that. But it's using all of the things that's done in your traditional IPA, but it's just a different balance, and then it changes it. And like this is it's smoother drinking. It's not like a harsh bitterness.
No.
There's I don't think it's boozy tasting.
No, for 9.5,
That
it doesn't
yeah,
have
It doesn't feel like
a
9.5
bite at all.
It's got like, yeah, there is still something there. It's almost like, I feel like we just keep doing it, but like it's almost like it's not lactose, but like there's a little like creamy like center to it in the drink. Like literally while you're drinking to get that
There's way more creamy, and I know what you're saying, but there's way more of a creamy feel in this than there was in any of those Norways.
Yeah,
That
the ones
literally
that
had milk
yeah.
in them.
Yeah, those had more like a seltzer
Yeah.
traditional, but yeah, this has a kind of
Okay, it's not craft, but
If you say it's got an umami, I
oh.
might leap over this table at you.
it has a similar mouthfeel as a Blue Moon.
I hard disagree.
Oh, okay, let me think about this.
It's obviously thicker because there's
But
triple.
I don't think this
I
has anything
disagree,
to do with
but
the
I get
Blue
what you're
Moon.
saying.
Okay.
Part of it would be probably the
because it's a
flaked oats and flaked wheat that are
That's
a
what it
part
is.
of it. Like I can kind of get what you're saying, but
this is infinitely better than a Blue Moon.
100%.
Oh, way better. I mean, not to disparage Blue Moon, but
I will
this is
100%
Okay.
disparage Blue Moon.
Is that because they're owned by?
That's because it's just like meh.
That Super Bowl commercial was pretty good.
Okay.
Were they the ones that showed that?
That's a Coors Light commercial.
The
No,
fighting-
it's a Miller Lite
oh,
commercial.
yeah.
No, it's a Blue Moon commercial because we own both of you.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, let's not disparage Casita and what they have going on by comparing it to Blue Moon. I'm just gonna say that.
No, this is good.
I was not comparing the taste of the beers. I'm going for that mouthfeel. Without saying that
Yeah,
word that
and
I can't say anymore.
I can kind of get that you're just talking about like a more full, like, because that's the thing is when you get those.
But it's like I'm getting some citrus in there, even though it's not on the can.
It is in the can, isn't it?
I
Well,
thought
it
it
was
just
in the
said-
descriptors
Oh,
that I
okay.
read
Oh.
from somewhere else.
Okay.
That
I thought-
talked about
But didn't it say like apricot?
no grapefruit, citrus, and tropical.
Then ignore everything I said in the last 3 minutes.
It's kind of what I do a lot, actually.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Brian's only here to interject with his own points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on with the can.
I have no idea how that's
It's-
supposed
I-
to be
I-
K-Thanks Bob.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, now I get it. So because in their Untapped description of it, it says 2022 it was real, but I think a lot of us are looking forward to recycling this can. These are all things
Yeah, it's kind of a
from 2022,
It's like a Happy New Year,
like
and good riddance.
frozen
to the year.
Texas, war in Ukraine, bad storms. Like there's hurricanes. Like so, it's just high gas prices. So they're just saying we have put all the things that were terrible of 2022 on this can, so you can feel closure by drinking a 9.5% beer and recycling it.
Okay. You can watch the news for me.
And I think if I read right,
give me a summary.
it's something they do every year. So every year there's a
like a wrap up beer.
Okay.
All right.
That makes.
So this is K-Thanks by 2022.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, I kind of like that. I like it's like a fun like.
And then
Is it always the same style?
Not that I saw.
Okay.
But I'm gonna monitor it about this time next year. Actually, I think I ordered this in January.
Okay.
So December, January, I'm gonna take a gander and see if they do the same name or if they have here's
because it is.
Here's our good riddance to 2023.
Yeah, because it is K-Thanks by 2022.
Yeah.
Triple IPA. Yeah, it's a new brewery to me. I like the like the background of their history. Like I kind of want to dig into that more.
It's a husband and wife,
but going to Europe
and living in a brewery while you're learning, while you're being the head brewmaster there, and then coming back and doing that same kind of idea.
Right.
Yeah, that sounds
back stateside.
Kind of cool.
Not something we're used to seeing over here because outside of in the early days, in the Wild Wild West days of home brewing, you had those regulations where somebody could make a tap room in their garage, and technically they'd be living in their brewery, but these folks actually built out a brewery and went, "Oh, we're going to build ourselves a little house," because it would be convenient if you're the head brewmaster.
If you could just be there 24/7, yeah.
Oh no, my fermentation stuck or something.
This is one of the other why I think it's expensive to do, but why I appreciate your investment in Tavour, because it brings these type of breweries into
the national scene.
The availability for other people. Because when I pull this up, like
and they're hot drops, because they'll go, "Oh, hey, here's something fresh,"
and boom, great done. For them like doing that, because like Wilson, North Carolina, home of Casita Brewing, is partway between Raleigh and Greenville, North Carolina. And if you don't know where that is, you probably also live on the West Coast, because like it's just a city on the eastern part of North Carolina, and I don't know that there's a. This is just me looking at a map. Like collectively, it's not a big city. It's not a lot of stuff going on. It's like one of our randoms. Like
it'd be like somebody going and look. Oh, hey, it's Cle Elum or Ellensburg.
Yes, 100%.
We live here. We know.
Puyallup?
Yes. So, but like, I love the fact of like finding these little breweries, and getting kind of a peek into that. I think this is a really good beer, really well done. If it is a seasonal end of year, like
it's a one-off.
Clearly,
beer. This beer's never getting made again. But like, this is where the tough part of like having 9,000 breweries in America makes it tough, because you're like, man, I want to know more about you. I want to know more about that brewery, and then you realize like there are 8,999 others that I could kind of dig into. But like,
you could drink a new beer every day and it would take you 30 years,
and you're only getting one.
Very rough math,
and you're getting one from every brewery.
Yes.
All right, I'll race you,
guys. I got a head start.
Ready, set, go.
Brian is already years up on us.
Yeah, this is
it's interesting. It's good. Because it's
here comes the party pooper.
No. It's seasonal, so I would take it. I mean,
yeah,
I would try their 2023. I would try their 2024. Like, because it's a super seasonal deal, I would absolutely try it. I don't know flavor profile if it's something that I would do every, like, main fridge.
Dude, it's a triple at 9.5%. Like, so that's where, like, I think that's a beer that auto places itself. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, that's a beer that has
beer fridge at best.
Yeah, like if you're a person who has decided that triple IPAs are your go-to multiples a day, I have some questions.
Right.
But in general, like,
So I'd be interested. So again, I don't think this finds a spot in the fridge for me. I just because it's a triple.
Yeah, I feel
because
bad
it's
saying it, but
super
yes, I agree.
seasonal, but it is quality enough that if I saw something else from Casita,
Yeah.
I would be giving it a try.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
know what I mean? If they had not a triple IPA, if they had
They've
something
got
else, what do you got?
I'm sure they do.
I've got their
I know,
tap
I
list
know.
up. They've got a cream ale.
Which
They've
we
got-
have tried recently.
They've got a red Irish ale.
Which we have also.
Which we probably apparently should have got a hold of Casita for our.
They've
right.
got a red IPA. We've got a fruited sour. We've got a couple.
Which
We got an American.
Apparently, we're going to be the American sour beer review because all of us are falling in love with.
Pump the
sour
brakes.
beers.
Pump the brakes a little bit.
No.
Falling in love with. Listen,
Fell.
I appreciate, I enjoy,
Ooh.
I respect,
What do you got
but
there?
like I'm not here with the sours all the time like some
Well,
people.
obviously, this isn't going to be on Alex to go list from these guys, but they have a Fiesta del Fuego, a light American lager with lime, black pepper. Is that tahini and chili peppers?
No, that replaces the captain's
I know exactly. That's what.
Buena
Yeah, no, garbage.
Vesa.
Garbage beer.
That was the reference.
Yeah.
Not that one would be, but the one he brought was trash.
No, they got a nice mix of everything. But yes, definitely, obviously, I can't fridge it because they're not going to make it anymore. But overall,
So what it does for me is it opens my eyes to Casita Brewing.
Yeah.
If I saw something from them, I would
I'm going to
Yeah.
now
grab
be
it.
going.
I'm going to
okay.
grab it now.
Yeah.
I'm going to definitely grab it.
Weighing the options, especially on the East Coast, going, oh, you got something from Casita?
If only we knew someone who had to go to North Carolina every once in a while. Does he not go there anymore?
Yeah, he's still there too.
Yeah.
We got a guy.
We
got it.
we have the same guy that just travels more than the rest of us.
Yeah, combined.
We're going to start sending him with a cooler and some beer money.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. I mean, it turns out he's not going to drink it for himself on the way home.
No, not if it's good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we'll give him $10 for Busch Light and whatever the local equivalent is. And
right.
We'll get him to bring home the rest of the good stuff for us.
Yeah. So I don't fridge it. But if I saw something else from them,
Yeah, I'd love to try more.
I would try more from them for sure. And then I think we're on the same page, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Casita.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. Our glasses are empty. Hopefully yours are too. And we will see you next time. If you enjoyed what you just heard, make sure to like and subscribe and follow us on social media at A Beer Review. And send us any beer review suggestions for us to review.